What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Forever Flame Racing Reviews. Today we are reviewing Mid-Ohio, and boy, does Mid-Ohio put them mid in an IndyCar race. That race was mid at best. I give it a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for me. Worst IndyCar race of the year. That or Barber, honestly, is probably the worst race. Like, this race just sucked. Like, there was nothing exciting about the race whatsoever. The race was just kind of terrible. Yeah, I don't really know what to, like, the only cool moment, I guess, that like made me like three things made me actually get excited during this race. Joseph Newgarden's lap 1 crash. Santino Ferrucci just absolutely punting Connor Daly off the track, which was ridiculous. And the Alex Palou bobble where Scott Dixon passed him to win the race. Those are the only times during that race I was excited in the slightest. So, yeah, that's honestly all I have to say about the race. But now we're going to debrief every driver. So Scott Dixon becomes the 3rd winner of the year. Finally have another winner. Honda is still 100% on the year. I believe this was round 10. Yes, this was round 10, I believe. Sorry if that's incorrect. But I believe this is round 10. 10 down, 7 to go. Dixon gets his win, leading 11 laps. Leading 75 out of the 90 laps, second place Alex Palou, as we said. Came into the corner way too hot, clipped the grass, gets back onto the track, clips it again. Dixon on his 2-stop strategy, goes by, holds him off. I believe that happened with like 5 to go. Dixon holds off for 4.5 laps to win the race. Christian Lundgaard in 3rd, back on the podium. Bravo, Christian Lundgaard did not lead a lap, but got up back on the podium. What he needed for his season, in my opinion, now after not having been on the podium since Barber. Colton Herta, a very quiet 4th, led 3 laps. He's someone that has really struggled to complete a weekend. This was a good, quiet weekend that Colton Herta needed. It builds confidence for a driver like Colton Herta. It's a weekend that he needed to have. I look for him to have a good end of the season as he did last year. Herta ran a quiet, good race. Pato O'Ward, who started all the way in the back, ran the 2-stop strategy that Dixon did, but just was never in contention for the win, but still got that 5th place with the 2-stop. Pato O'Ward, I know he hasn't won a race, and neither has Chevy or McLaren, but he's showing us why he's getting paid the big bucks. Once again, getting it done. Felix Rosenqvist in 6th, continuing to have what is a truly great season for Meyer Shank, and Marcus Armstrong, his teammate, was right there in 7th. You didn't really see them too much, except when Armstrong kind of did those like crazy blocks on people. That's the only time you really saw or heard of them. Felix Rosenqvist was actually had a really cool Ozzy Osbourne car that I liked a lot. I thought it was cool, but they didn't really show it too much. The only time I think probably the most air I got was practice 1 when he had his moment, or the car's moment, whatever happened there. Kyle Kirkwood finishes in 8th. Continues to have a championship year. If Alex Palou didn't exist, Alex Palou's having the greatest IndyCar season of all time. If he didn't fumble, he'd be 7 for 10 right now, but he's 6 for 10. Boo-hoo, he got 2nd. Who cares? If Alex Palou wasn't having the greatest season of all time, Kyle Kirkwood would be leading this championship, no doubt about it. Rinus VeeKay in 9th for Dale Coyne, continuing to have a very quiet, good year. Kiffin Simpson in 10. Should have finished in the top 5 or podium, but obviously we know he had the drive-through penalty, hit that one guy, hit Rinus VeeKay's back tire changer. I couldn't remember if it was the left or right. I think that guy broke some toes. I don't know, though. But Kiffin Simpson, for what happened, actually a pretty good result and showed good pace. He's really kind of coming into his own this year, and I really like it for him. Nolan Siegel, 11th. He probably is disappointed at that. Should have had a better day. He should have had a better day. Yeah, he should have had a better day. There's no doubt about it. But what can you do at the end of the day? It was his best IndyCar race, but he probably wanted more. I also left out that Kiffin Simpson led 1 lap. Marcus Ericsson in 12th. Honestly, this is shocking saying this out loud, but he's probably happy with that. For the season he's had, he's probably happy to finish 12th because he's had a rough season. Kyle Malala in 13th. Not a bad result for the Prema team. They have struggled this year, that being their first year in IndyCar. He had some lap 1 troubles, was able to recover to 13th. Solid day for Kyle Malala. Louis Foster, 14th. He was top 6 pretty much that whole first couple laps, and then the Christian Rasmussen yellow kind of screwed his race. Alexander Rossi in 15th continues to kind of struggle at ECR this year, I'm not going to lie. His opening form was good, and now it's kind of gotten off the rails. So he continues to struggle. Santino Ferrucci, 16th, as I already talked about earlier, punted Conor Daly off the track, got himself a penalty, and really made himself look like an idiot, in my opinion, and I was not very happy with Santino Ferrucci. Dave Malukas in 17th. Foyt, honestly, I had a terrible day. There's really nothing else to it. Stingray Rob, 18th, and Conor Daly, 19th. Obviously, Humkos isn't very good on the road and street circuits. They're trying to get an F1 technical partnership, but they're good on ovals. Stingray Rob would not beat Conor Daly if Conor Daly didn't get punted off the track, but fortunately, Daly was punted off the track. Devlin DeFrancesco in 20th. You never really saw him today. And Robert Schwartzman in 21st. Jacob Abel 22nd. And yeah, you never saw them, but they all finished on the lead lap. 23rd, Scott McLaughlin finishing a lap down. Highest finishing Penske, 23rd is a lap down. That's crazy. Graham Rahal in 24th is a lap down, and these last three guys did not finish. Christian Rasmussen bringing out the yellow on lap 36. They couldn't get fuel into his car, and IndyCar would not give Ed Carpenter the car back, which was quite crazy. On lap 11, Will Power's engine failed or had a mechanical failure. His car caught fire, and he did not finish race, but did not bring out a yellow. And Joseph Newgarden, retiring on lap 1, turn 1, locked the rears, into the wall he goes. Joseph Newgarden continuing to have a terrible season. Now let's go into the championship standings. We'll read 1 through 27. In first place with 430 points is Alex Palou. 113 back in second is Kyle Kirkwood, and 125 back is Pato O'Ward. And all of a sudden in fourth place now is Scott Dixon with 148 back, and in fifth is Christian Lundgaard, 167 back. 6 is Rosenquist, 7 Herta, 8 Armstrong, 9 is Power, the only Penske in the top 10. That is crazy. 10 is Santino Ferrucci, 11 is Scott McLaughlin, 12 is David Malukas, 13 Rinus VeeKay, 14 Alexander Rossi, 15 Kiffin Simpson, 16 Christian Rasmussen, 17 Nolan Siegel, 18 Conor Daly, 19 Joseph Newgarden. Are you kidding me? 20 Marcus Ericsson, 21 Graham Rahal, 22 Louis Foster, 23 Robert Schwartzman, 24 Stingray Rob, 25 Devlin DeFrancesco, 26 Kyle Milot, and 27 Jacob Abel. Yeah, this is IndyCar in 2025. Finally got our different winner, but that isn't Kirkwood or Palou, and it's Dixon, who's surprised. Could have told you he'd be the next winner. We're heading to Iowa next weekend, and Penske's yet to win. Do I think they're going to win? We'll see. Stay tuned for my preview video. That will probably be out around Wednesday or Thursday. With that being said, it's an honor to cover the sport. With that being said, see ya.